Sour Patch Kids are so goddamn good.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty good. And then your teeth get all sticky, stuck together. Sticky.
Nice and sticky.
Teeth rot away.
Yep.
Sticky in your mouth.
Listen to your dentist. We are sticky all over each other's mouths all the time. Here at the Dungeon Junkies.
Dude, wow, we're actually starting.
Podcast.
Oh, yeah, we're opening it like that, buddy.
My name is Kenny, your DM, and joining my pumpkin spice latte enthusiast group today.
Whatever.
We have...
I'll accept it.
Gavin.
Your local dentist, Alex.
You're not a dentist.
Unaria. Wow.
Juniper!
Valmore.
Day 0 since I fucked it up.
Last episode, we had a fun little story development hour and a half.
Yeah.
We learned, or you guys learned, quite a bit.
Shit.
I already knew about it because I wrote it.
Wow.
Crazy.
But a lot actually happened last episode, and so we started off obviously with. Hold up, I got a burp. Okay,
Nice.
excuse me. We had we'd obviously begun with you guys kind of coming back into town, going to the getting everything sorted out, going to the Bounty Hunters Guild, getting your reward for the children. As well as you finally obviously bought your passes to actually Juniper swayed it so you guys got your passes into the whole city as opposed to just the port.
Yes.
They couldn't offer you like a deal per se on one pass, but they were like, yeah, we'll fucking just give us an extra 100-something gold on top, and we'll just So you guys have free reign to the whole city now.
Whoopee.
And
although we're leaving it.
And then
right
he tried
now.
to do that again
Well,
and
but
fucked
it's
up.
a permanent, so we all
Yeah,
come back.
that's true.
Yeah, we can
That's
live
true.
here.
We are coming back.
yes,
We
so,
can conquer here
but that's not all.
with goodwill.
But that's not the only important thing that happened. So you guys had also seen Devoir and his merry men had been captured, and they are being taken through town by none other than Juan Jick himself, who spoke to Gavin, and Gavin had seen him before, and finally met the man, and that's kind of who Devoir was speaking with, right? So that was Devoir's inside guy.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool because Gavin's like, oh, me and this guy are on the same level, right? And then he finds out, oh, it's Juan Jick, and I bet you Juan Jick's like, I have no idea who this guy is.
He
really fucked him up.
He in all seriousness, he did actually state that he knew.
Oh yeah,
He knew who y'all were.
He's an honest boy.
Yeah.
he's
So
an assassin. So
yes, he is.
necessarily that honest.
Yes, he is.
He could be honest.
He is basically like the prince's right-hand man, basically like the prince's champion, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so you got acquainted with Juan Jick. He had said that they had captured, or not captured, but basically he had to take Devoir in. He is going to trial here in a few days, which leaves a problem because you guys are leaving for Mage March right now.
You'll be all right.
So you guys had to make a choice, which was pretty easy.
We got the fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you guys kind of went and got some necessities that you needed, some upgrades. Juniper kind of put a down payment on something a little snazzy, a little custom
Yes,
action.
I know. I can't wait. It's gonna be so
And-
good.
We ended with you guys heading towards the airship. Juniper's playing some music, but you guys are heading towards, or pretty much at the airship or the port where this area is at now, right? And you heard some employees talking about a potential attack on the Mage Marsh outpost number 1.
Cool, too late.
So we're gonna go save him.
Yes, maybe. Or you'll
Oh.
die. You will die.
Or cause them all to die.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Got a lot of options.
So, real quick before we move on, Juniper, go ahead, roll a performance check.
18.
18. Go ahead and roll 2d20.
8. 11.
Okay, so over that course of time where you're just playing, kind of like out in front of the airship docks and stuff like that, 19 gold. You said
Nice.
8 and 11, right?
Yep.
So your airship is about to take off.
Okay.
It is in dock 3, and you kind of hear there's kind of like almost like an announcement made, and you've known that before.
Yeah.
So dock 3, the airship port's pretty big. There's about 6 almost docks that are basically layered on top of each other. Not on top of each other, all 6, but it'll be 2, one over the other, then the next row, and there's 6 rows like that. So there's 12 total docks. So you'll go to dock 6, I believe I said.
We go to the one with
all the bitches.
Yeah, the biggest ship. Which one's the biggest?
Which one has all
Actually,
the sluts?
The one that we are going to, how does it compare to the other ships? Does it look nicer, or is it kind of run down?
It's not run down. All of the ships roughly look pretty similar. There are some luxury ships for sure that you had seen before. As of right now in the port, there's only a couple docked, and they all look about the same.
Okay.
But they don't look like cargo ships. They look like passenger ships.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like the yacht of airships.
But we're not getting on an old
Negative.
little...
Oh.
But we're not getting on like a...
This is like a normal airship.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to make sure we're not getting on something that's falling apart.
There goes the wings.
Yeah, I want to see. Would it be a perception?
Yeah, inspection.
Investigation?
Or sorry, I keep saying inspection.
That's actually
Investigation.
handy. I was gonna do a stupid history check on it. What's back there?
You can
I was curious
you
about
can
it.
history check and see how much you know about the history of the wings of airships.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
That doesn't sound
Okay.
good, Daddy.
Jesus. It is in tip-top shape.
Yeah, all right.
That's
Good enough for
that's-
us.
How close are we? How close are we to it?
Oh, you're right in front of me.
Okay, I
Ginger
pat
doesn't care about
it. Go, yeah, it looks good.
Thanks, Ranger.
I know absolutely nothing about this
always
stuff.
trust a ranger. the integrity of a
And-
Of a
and-
vehicle. This is
and
why
as-
you need a gnome.
And as your
Yeah.
hand just smacks that wood real hard, that familiar feeling of wood right on your hand.
I know all about wood.
Very solid, actually.
Oh,
Nice, solid.
One of the planks falls off.
Now, in all seriousness, it's well built. It's not like a
Okay.
yacht, like I said.
Oh, yeah.
It's a passenger airship.
Yeah.
But it's well built.
okay. Cool.
Let's do it.
And
And-
I'll look for where we can get on.
Yeah. So you guys are there's a line going onto the ship, and it's not a long line. There's
Okay.
a handful of people in front of you. Now at the entrance to the ship, so you're actually boarding from the top deck. Yes, basically right, kind of where that wing is at. So those wings are kind of retractable. Now, as of right now, those wings you don't need to do anything.
Oh.
Except they
The,
look pretty.
so yeah, the steps would be basically in the middle of that wing.
All right.
Okay.
So now right in front of there, there are 2. They almost look like. This race is very hard to describe. I'm going to actually show you. If you've ever played Final Fantasy and you know what the goblins look like, this ship is run by goblins.
Oh, cool.
Yes. In my little world here, aside from gnomes, goblins are some of the best with mechanic-wise and tinkerer-wise. They're especially good bomb makers as well.
They're not necessarily evil.
They're not even.
Okay.
They're more neutral.
We're just going to murder.
So we got rid of the problem.
Got him.
So goblins are neutral in this world. I wouldn't necessarily call them goblins. I was actually going to make the race called what was I going to call it? Like a gnomeblin? Like a gnome goblin hybrid kind of.
Oh, snap.
That's a pretty decent
Purely
description.
because of the fact that I wanted the race to exist because the fact that they're so good mechanically and tinker toy wise. But if you want to actually look up kind of what they look like, look up Goblin Final Fantasy 11, and you'll get an idea of kind of what these guys look like. But they speak common and
Goblin?
yes. Is Goblin
Common
a
and
language?
Goblin.
Yeah.
Sure
Yes, it
is.
I thought it was like, yeah, never mind. But they speak common. So there's two goblins, pretty decently dressed as kind of greeting everyone as they walk in.
Do they have bow ties?
They have a little tuxedo shirt.
Well, if you let me get to the
I'll never let you guess. I'll keep guessing.
It has a bow tie, doesn't it?
So the first one is wearing kind of like a Commodore's outfit, kind of like blue, and you could tell he's the captain.
Oh.
Blue, kind of like with white, almost like white cuffs, and kind of like blue, black pirate pants with the
Ooh,
white cuffs. You know, kind of. It's like if you know what like a not a pirate's outfit, but like a Commodore. You know what that is? Everybody, yeah. All right. Kind of like that outfit. Now the
Alex
goblin.
has no idea.
Nope.
He's like a fancy admiral. He's got like the
Yeah,
gold,
basically.
I got it from the
braid
description.
on the shoulders
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the hat. It looks like
Like
Napoleon. Kind of like Napoleon or something.
He now has the Napoleon hat.
God damn it!
Well, but like facing front.
yeah. He was cool back then too. He
Outside,
Oh, I
wearing
get
it backwards.
He's the captain, and the other goblin, right on directly on the other side of the door, is wearing kind of a very similar outfit.
He's like
But
first
it's
mate.
red.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
First mate.
Do they have tassels?
Do they have
Not so-
tassels like on their hats?
Like anywhere.
Like-
Anywhere. Yeah.
She's a cat.
No.
I'll get distracted.
Cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay, no
All right.
tassels.
We're good. We're
Good
safe.
role playing though.
I thought as
I don't
soon as you
think
said
so.
tassels, I was like, oh shit, cat over here.
They're wearing. They're
She likes researching devils
Yeah.
and also playing with tassels.
And and tassels. And very nice
Yeah.
tassels.
they're wearing.
Very diverse.
Yeah.
They're wearing like tricorns,
Yeah.
but they're. I don't think there's tassels on it.
Okay. Well, that's
So-
a good thing.
so
They
that-
got lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of the outfit.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
It's hot.
Anyway, so and they're greeting everyone as they come in. A handful of people, lots of different races walking in. You're also not the only adventurers walking in either.
Oh.
So, yeah. So as the line who's in the front of the line?
I'll go first.
Second.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
front.
I was probably last because I was putting up all my stuff.
Yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
excited to get
I'll
on here. I'm
start.
excited to get like really high up and then look down and it just be
Yeah.
amazing.
So yeah, no, it's not too cool. As you guys walk up, the goblins both greet you almost at like the same time. And they're
Okay.
like, "Oh, welcome, adventurers!" And they're kind of, "Please, step aboard." And they're kind of just pointing very high pitched voices.
Well, thank you very much. Lead the way.
Good day to you.
Oh, good day to you. Good day to you. And they're, it's hard for me to repeat.
Yeah.
And as you guys are walking into the airship, you see Hisei kind of in the back of the line as
Oh, hey.
well, and he's kind of just tapping his foot, just waiting in line. Just like,
Did you ever catch the name of the airship?
you can ask if you'd like.
Uh,
Also, if you'd like to, I'll let you do another investigation if you want to look at the sails of the ship.
I was gonna say, that'd be a perception, right? If I'm just looking.
I wonder if it's on my ticket.
It could
Yeah.
be either one.
Oh yeah. It might be on the flag too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled.
Or you could just ask.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah, I rolled a 21.
We're gonna make this fun now, because on the actual flag, on both or the two sails that are both actually in the upright position currently, from the top deck at least.
Yeah.
On both sails, you see a picture of a cute little jellyfish.
Aw.
It looks like a crown and a dickhead at the same time.
Is it actually, or are you just making fun of your drawing?
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm being serious. But
They probably
yeah,
get a lot of
That
jokes
is my
about
honest
that.
attempt. But yeah, so there's a jellyfish on the sails.
Okay.
All right.
And so yeah, did you guys want to say anything to the captains at all?
I was just amazed to see such civilized goblins.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
very nice.
Yeah. Can I ask, when does this thing take off?
We will be leaving in about 1 hour.
Okay.
Make yourself comfortable, please.
Will do. Thank you.
We have a long flight ahead of, not a long flight, but we're gonna be on here for. And he's kind of like looking down at his arm, and you know where his watches don't exist. You know, look kind of where the sun's placed, and say, we have about 36 hours.
Whew. Okay. Well, should be nice.
Yeah, boy.
Please keep the line moving.
No,
and
okay.
he's waving
And
y'all
so-
through.
Right.
So you
I
guys,
really want to walk around this place. Is it like is it large enough to like walk around in?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
it's
What?
we're not just gonna be sitting there.
No, come in.
No, okay.
No, you guys. Yeah. So
Foosball
he's,
table.
right now
Casino
they're
stand up.
right now they're trying to get everyone on the ship so that they can kind of show everyone to the rooms
Okay.
and all
cool.
that sort of
Okay.
stuff.
Hope we get room.
But yeah, so you guys all make your way to the top deck,
Okay.
and we'll go into more details of the actual buildup of the ship here soon. But there's 3 decks, 3 decks on the airship. You're on the very top, right?
Yeah.
So, and so as you kind of walk, you know, up the stairs onto the top. You kind of see like a couple random crowds of people, some adventurers or handful of adventurers, all different races.
Yeah.
You see waitresses and waiters, which you can obviously make that connection because of the clothing they're wearing.
Yeah.
The waitresses and waiters they're all either human or elf.
Okay.
Nobody else is really dressed like them. Adventurers and people and just all the crew seems to be these gnomelins.
Oh yeah. Okay. Can I make like an overarching perception check off the floor to see if there's anybody that looks suspicious?
Sure.
Cool. I got a 4.
There.
Really nailing it today.
There's one person kind of specifically that is really catching your attention, and you don't really see a lot of these, and that's why I think. And it's actually a half orc carrying a very large great axe.
Ooh.
And he's off kind of minding his own business, kind of like off on almost like the edge of the ship.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't look very happy.
Kenny made some comment about spirits earlier. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just leave him where he is for now. He probably won't talk too
Let me
much.
emphasize, this guy looks miserable.
Yeah, I'll avoid him. I'll just but I'll keep an eye on him. He's a suspicious looking fellow.
Can't trust him.
Can never trust him.
He's always late to our sit down.
God damn it. Yeah, spirit. Oh no.
Anyway, that's really about it. But everyone else seems pretty like. I guess the mood around the ship would be chipper.
Okay.
Everyone seems excited. Airships are a pretty exciting thing, and this is a decent passenger ship run by gnomelins who are renowned to be great mechanics.
We're gonna have to kill ourselves.
Can I also do a perception check?
Absolutely, yeah. Please.
22.
22. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna look. I want to see if I notice any other bards.
Any other bards? You don't see any other bards, but you see some other people that may kind of have a similar skill set. Not musicians, but more like charismatic individuals.
Okay.
Now, specifically, you actually will see a halfling, and he is dressed in. He's got kind of like long black hair, and you're fairly young for a halfling. Even he might be like halfling years, probably early 20s. Realistically, he's probably like in his like 40s or 50s. But he's kind of like, you can tell he's very charismatic because just the way he's kind of like his smile is just, God, it's nice.
Genuine.
That is real nice.
Juniper walks over to the halfling, who has a beautiful smile.
And he's kind of like, you notice as you kind of like walk up kind of next to him, he's like been flipping a dagger in his right hand the whole time. You didn't even notice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Sir,
You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
I just wanted to.
He's got a big dick.
Yeah.
So
We
I
knew.
walk over to the halfling, and I'm
Sure.
like, "Good evening, sir. How you doing today?"
He goes, "Oh, hello, friend. I'm doing fantastic. Pretty excited about our little airship ride here. I haven't been on an airship in a long time."
This is my first time ever on an airship. I am just absolutely ecstatic.
What a treat for you. Airships are a lot of fun.
What can I ask? I mean, the whole reason why I came over here is your smile is just so inviting.
Oh, yeah, I know. The
You're
ladies,
so humble. Fuck.
yeah, I hear that all the time. But, yeah. Almost like, he doesn't wink at you, but you get a feeling that he winked at you.
Oh,
yeah.
He didn't wink at me, but okay.
Hold on, perception check. Did I see this? Did I see this happen?
Oh,
Go ahead and check.
Boink, boink, boink. Oh, that is a 14?
Not bad on that one.
No, you didn't see it.
Nah. Alright, he gets it. I don't know.
And
I
if
didn't
y'all
say
want
anything.
to do something kind of while Juniper and I are doing this conversation, if you want to look for something while we're doing this,
Well,
you're more than welcome to.
the-
They're still boarding people.
I was gonna say they're still boarding.
He say it would just now be getting on.
Oh, yeah.
I want to check if there's like a really obviously formidable fighter.
Sure.
Somebody on here that looks like
Opponent.
they're looking for.
Okay.
I'm going up.
And so the halfling to Juniper, he says, what brings you on your first airship ride, friend?
well, actually, right now, we are heading to the Mage Marsh.
Ah. I've been through there on the ship, but I've never actually been to the marsh myself.
Well, we heard that it's incredibly dangerous, and we were just really wanting to up our adventuring game.
And he says, you're right. Like I said, I've never actually been in the marsh itself, but I've read a lot of stories and I hear the news rumors around those parts, and it's not safe. But you seem like a powerful individual. I think you'll manage just fine.
Ah, thank you, I do appreciate that. And can I ask, what's your name?
And he says, of course, my name is Naraku.
Oh, Naraku! Oh, okay. My name is Juniper. Very nice to meet you.
Oh, Juniper, very nice to meet you as well. And he reaches his hand out and shakes your hand. And you're a good bit taller than him. So,
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's gonna be a lot going on,
Yeah.
and I understand that. So if there's something y'all want to do, questions you want to ask as we keep this going, feel free to just jump in.
Whenever
This is a complete surprise.
whenever he finishes, I'm gonna head to the front of the ship. I'm gonna Titanic.
Okay.
By yourself.
No,
24.
Darian's gonna wrap his
24,
arms
and
around me.
you.
Oh my.
So, more specifically, Valmore, what you were looking for somebody like a fighter, correct?
Technically looking for like mercenary, come join us. You know, it's that kind of stuff.
friend.
Yeah.
Be a little more,
Well,
why don't you be a little more specific what you're looking for, and I'll give you exactly what you're looking for.
Oh.
There-
somebody that wouldn't mind getting into a like really dangerous place.
Okay, sure.
just for the fun.
Oh, you
Okay.
son of a bitch.
So as you kind of see you see Gavin kind of walking towards the front of the ship, and you see Juniper conversing with this halfling, and it seems like all you guys are kind of splitting apart. As everyone's kind of doing their own thing, you say get on the ship. Right behind Hisei, a giant dragonborn gets on the ship.
God damn it.
And he's wearing like kind of like black garbs, like a black, not like a cloak, but like assassin's gear. And you could tell he's down for some shit.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds accurate.
All right. So I want to go up to that guy. By the way, do I see any other dragonborn here?
No other dragonborn.
That's the only one, right?
That's the only one.
Okay.
Pretty sneaky for an assassin.
Yeah. All right. You there? What brings you here? Where are you going?
Do you approach him, or are you saying that from across the ship?
I approach him.
You yelling at him from across the ship like a weirdo.
I fucking.
Did you just ask him? Sorry.
Like where's he heading to or something like that?
Says, well, heading to the Mage Marsh outpost because I have some business to take care of there.
Is that right?
That is right.
Me and some companions have some business as well. But it is quite dangerous there. You been before?
Well, the outpost isn't dangerous. The Mage Marsh is dangerous.
There might be an impending attack there. So I've heard.
It says, well, there's always attacks around the Mage Marsh. It's kind of a destructive area. But the outpost is the elves control the outpost. It's relatively safe. Probably some of your kind, actually. Maybe some of your family even.
That's some sort of
It's kind of ignorant.
Yeah, isn't it?
I'm looking at Nick.
It's like
I'm actually
cousins are
blaming him.
That's funny.
So you going alone?
This is, yes, assassins.
Oh, you're an assassin.
Yes,
All right.
assassins tend to work alone.
I love this world where you're just like an assassin and everyone's like, "Oh, cool, nice,
Yeah.
yeah."
Well,
Nice.
that's
It
I've been
does-
working IT
that's
for
called-
a couple of years now. And you're
That's airship
think-
protocol. Once you get on an airship, bro, mingle time. It's just networking.
When you
I
get
think-
on.
I think it depends on your tone of voice
Oh yeah.
as an assassin. Like, if you're like, yeah, I'm an assassin, I just murdered a family. It's gonna be different than like, yeah, I'm an assassin by trade. I go after,
Yeah.
bounties.
You're also
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
this
yeah.
to
Businesses.
you're also
There's a lot of-
saying this to someone who's covered in magical talismans and shit like that. Where it's like,
It's
oh,
very
you
true.
know what's up.
very true. I recant my statement.
But he says, well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go find my room. Good luck with your business at the outpost.
You go find
Maybe I'll see you guys around there. And he walks off.
Hold on, before he leaves. What is your name?
He says, my name is Basar.
Baslar. My name is Valmor, and it'd be nice
Very
if we
nice
can
to meet
reconvene.
you.
Very nice to meet you. We can reconvene
guy.
maybe at some point and discuss some cooperative plans at Mage Marsh. Your assistance would be appreciated.
That may be a possibility.
Good to hear.
Very nice to meet you,
Very
Valmor.
nice to meet you.
And he stomps off, not stomps off. Big old dragonborn.
Polite, scary dragonborn.
So as soon as the halfling says that his name is Naraku, I immediately I feel a sense of despair, and not despair.
Yeah.
I just feel very uneasy.
Totally.
It really threw me off.
No, I don't
And-
blame you.
And
You just stab him. He's
and-
back.
But Naraku.
Let's be honest. If any of y'all tried to fight Naraku, he would fuck you up. I got the best assassin of all time. Anyway,
So
that assassin. Anyway.
Naraku, what origin is your name?
It says, well, it was, it was given to me by my parents. Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry, I don't really understand your question, my friend.
Oh no, I just really love the sound of it, and I was just.
Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it, huh?
Yeah, for sure. No.
Naraku.
Almost oriental.
So, you know what? So why are you on the airship? Where are you heading to?
He says, the first stop is the Mage Marsh outpost, and then next stop is up north.
Up north.
Yeah, it's so this ship's route will actually take. I don't have my other. Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you real quick while I'm looking for this. What is Unaria doing?
I was doing two
Are
things.
you with Juniper?
No, I am not with Juniper.
Okay.
I'm off on my own.
Okay.
Mostly taking some time to kind of look off the edge. I'm really excited
Sure.
about this airship going up. Also,
That's why I'm
I
parked
did.
out front.
Yeah. I did want to do a perception check to see, is there a way to climb that middle mast? Is there a ladder there?
There absolutely is.
I was gonna do that
Good
too.
deal.
I want to go through that.
And we'll just keep that in mind.
And the reason I was asking is because as he boarded the ship,
Mhm.
he came and he stood next to you.
Oh, okay.
So the bard, Naraku continues to talk to Juniper, and he just says, yeah, well, the first stop is going to be the Mage Marsh outpost, and then it's up north to Silverrod.
To Silverrod?
To Silverrod, yes. And
Is that Silver ROD?
yes, it's actually one R.
Okay.
It's interconnected. Sorry.
Cool.
And I'll let y'all know this. So the Mage Marsh is obviously it's going to be to the southeast from your location now. Silverrod is north, so it's a fairly like big detour. But basically, the airship is going to go southeast from Vandoria. It's going to go southeast down to Mage Marsh to the outpost, drop y'all off, and then it basically cuts almost like straight north from there over not only basically like kind of the edge of Mage Marsh, cut straight north above that piece of land over Mage Marsh, over Zetaw, and up north to Silverrod.
Okay.
And you guys would know Silverrod is in the mountains in the north. That is it's a dwarven city. I have some business up in Silverrod, so
Okay.
I'm going up there to take care of that. And
Yeah, I've only heard. Can I do a history check? See
Sure.
if I know.
Gotta add the pluses, huh?
No, it's a 17.
Oh, okay.
I know it's more than that though.
And then after this we're gonna jump to Gavin, and then we're gonna kind of
Who's gonna jump?
18.
18, sure. Would you
What do I know? What do I know of Silverwood?
So, obviously, what I just told you is common knowledge.
Right.
You guys all know that.
So-
The dwarves are a very, very secluded group of people on our continent here. They do not play well with other races. Not because they're racist.
Just being honest.
Yeah, the racist.
Dwarves have a tendency of not getting along with others. Of course, you find that one in however many that, obviously kind of breaks free from
Does-
the normal hierarchy of the dwarven race, and
Okay.
is okay, but
Like the big chick.
Does their name Silver? Does that have to do anything with their mining?
It absolutely
Are they
does.
known for mining silver, gold, gems?
you would know that Silverrod is obviously very popular for silver. not just silver, they have a lot of, I guess they mine a lot of magical gemstones, and they have a lot of wealth. It's not like a run-down dwarven city or an abandoned dwarven city. This is a full running, top of its wealth dwarven city, adorned in riches.
Ooh, we need to go.
Very nice.
Because they don't like us.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories about Silverrod. I mean, one day I'd love to go myself. You sell silver or do anything with gemstones?
Says no. Go ahead and let me see. I'm gonna roll a little
I
dice
will let
here.
you see. You're welcome.
I'm going to roll a little dice here. So he is going to say, yeah. I dabble in gemstones and my family's fairly wealthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
He
Yeah,
roll-
all
I
my
was-
family's dead
Oh, that's a bummer.
or kidnapped. I still have a sister who's out there. I'm determined to find her. It's been 28 years, but it's gonna happen one day.
Why don't you roll perception?
Wow.
All three of us are like behind you going, no way.
Optimism at its worst.
What happened to that charisma?
What was it?
What's your your
It's not charisma. No. What'd you just say?
your perception?
Perception.
Yeah.
10.
You rolled a 10?
Yeah. No, I rolled a 4. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. You kind of see like him, his gaze almost shifts and becomes a little more attentive when you mention your family. Gavin. What is Gavin doing?
I went up to I wanted to walk to the front of the ship and look off.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
See what was going on
Cool.
up there.
So, we are going to go ahead and, now that you guys kind of have an idea, we're going to lead off with Gavin as the ship begins to take off. So, now that you guys kind of have an idea of who's on board, you've kind of skimmed just the surface of who's on board the ship, but now I really wanted to play that part out because I want y'all to know that, there's some personalities on the ship.
Yeah.
And you see the rest of the people get on board, and the last person to board is a very sexy
Oh fuck.
elven woman.
Yeah.
No, very attractive. She's wearing a white dress, and she gets on board, and walking right behind her is a halfling. And the halfling is wearing a dress, not like a white dress, but just another real nice dress, and a big flower hat.
Ooh.
And those were the last two passengers on board. The goblins the stairs kind of retract, and they walk on board and they say, "All right, everybody, we're taking off here in about 2 minutes." And they say, and they kind of go, off like a list of kind of do's and don'ts for the ship, basically. And they say, here in about 10 minutes here after we get into the air, our staff will come around and they will show you to your rooms. And, everyone, there's a lot of wait staff here in the area. So, and you see the captain and his co-pilot kind of walk down to the lower deck. and from there, 2 minutes passes by, and a lot of the crowd is on the top deck with y'all, but the crowd's definitely starting to disperse. You can tell a lot of these people have been on, like passenger airships before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But now at this point, the ship kind of starts to move forward out of its spot, and the wings expand, and very slowly it starts moving forward, and then we kind of start to pick up speed, and you're kind of over the water, right? You're not on the water, but you're over it.
I'm already very impressed.
You're heading over the water, heading southeast, and you continue to kind of glide right over it, and speed picks up, and then you slowly begin to lift off. And you're not like how like a plane is obviously now. You're not fucking going real steep, real gradual.
Okay.
Maybe almost at like a 45-degree angle going up.
Cool.
Very steady pace, slowly going up, and you're after a few minutes, you're a good, couple 100 feet above the water, and at this point, the city is it's behind you, looking fairly small by now. It's starting to you're kind of picking up speed a little bit more, moving higher and higher. And before you know it, the city is, no more than an anthill to you.
Yeah.
So Valmore's actually kind of a sheltered druid, and this has actually been freaking him out a lot.
Hey, bro, forest.
Yeah, so it's kind of unnatural.
I've kind of got my fill too.
No, I mean, like while this is happening, he's just kind of scaling the wall. Like that, holding on like that.
We got another
Yeah.
36 hours.
Because he never thought like,
Do
oh,
I need to roll a perception to see him freaking out?
Yes, please.
It's a good thing I'm the right.
Am I still talking to the halfling, or at least near him?
Yeah, I was gonna jump to Gavin real quick. Let me see what
I
was,
rolled
and then-
a 13 on perception.
Okay, I would say you notice that Valmore's a little uncomfortable.
All right,
Playing it cool.
I'm gonna walk over to him and be like, yeah, you wanna go below decks?
What?
Go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
No, that's fine. That sounds like a good idea.
I was
Valmore was confused. Yeah, man, we're friends.
I was like, I totally didn't even know. I was like,
We're in this airship now. You want to go blow some dicks?
What else do you do?
Anything goes on this airship.
Yeah.
yeah. And I put my arm around his waist.
You wanna put your shrimp on my body?
But yeah, so I at that point I'm just gonna start walking down to the lower deck.
Awesome. Now, walking below deck, you're kind of joined by a human waiter.
Oh.
He looks, you can tell there's other waiters that would have been a better choice. He is the first unenthusiastic person that you have seen this whole ship ride. Or, this 20 minutes you've been on the ship.
Yeah.
And so he greets you, waiter's outfit. He looks like he's probably maybe in his mid-30s. Human, short blonde hair, bright blue eyes, very bright blue eyes. And he says, all right, guys, follow me to the bottom deck, and I'll show you the room, I guess. And
I guess.
and you're who's all there?
Just
I know
us
it's
two, right?
Yeah,
Gavin
just
and
them
Valmore.
two.
Did y'all want to follow or no?
I'm still talking. I'm
It's
still
up to
talking.
you. Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead
still
and
talking to
follow.
him.
I've had my fill of
Okay.
airtime.
And after this, we'll jump back to you, Juniper. So he and you would notice. So I'll go ahead and describe the ship layout now for not only you guys but for our listeners, our beautiful listeners.
Hey, so beautiful.
Beyond.
So very.
Wow.
Hi, sir.
Hey.
And all right. So the top deck, which you had noticed already, is basically just up there. You're going to see, obviously, the retract. It looks kind of like a typical ship top, right? Think of like the top of a yacht, with retractable wings coming out the side. Now on the very back of it, there's kind of like almost like a porch. So there's like a stair set on either side of the ship that kind of leads to this like deck on top of like the deck, right? And
wait, what? A deck on top of the deck?
yeah, okay. So
Like a double decker?
right here.
So it's a double decker?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
gotcha.
someone
Well,
has to
no, it's
shit
more
on
like
this
a.
shit.
Okay.
It's more like
I get what you're saying.
it's more like a porch, right? But
Yeah.
it spans the whole back of the ship, and of course you have the. I don't really know ships too well, but it'd be like the mast and the sail, right? And those are protruding from two large poles located both. One is at basically the very center of the top deck, and one is at the center, kind of towards the back, kind of on that like balcony, right?
Cool.
And then
Is that aft?
yeah,
I think aft.
I don't know ship terms. Henry would probably know them better than anybody here.
Yeah, how do you know ship so well?
Because
He's from like
I was gonna
port
live on a
area.
sailboat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But and then obviously like the rest of the it'd actually be easier if I just came and pointed everything out. And then obviously like the rest of the front area is kind of just like the patio, right? It's just the rest of the deck, and there's like some chairs there and stuff like that. And
Is there a bar?
no bar.
God damn.
No bar in that area. But
No.
if you walk below deck, which the door would be right around here. I think it's actually, I drew it right here. But the door would be right here.
Yeah, you have to go,
To go
down.
below.
You have to go.
The second door would be kind of towards the front,
Okay.
and it just goes down below. Now in the center, or the lower deck, in quotes, that is where the captain and the crew are, the dining room is, and the engine room. Now, the airship in our little world is powered by wind magic.
Cool.
And so that's kind of where the engine room is located, lower deck, very back of the ship. It's basically like the last. I kind of drew it real small. It's more like the last quarter of the back. Here, located directly in front of the engine room, is kind of like the dining room area, so to speak. And that's kind of where like there's like a small bar there, and you can there's like a small kitchen there and stuff like that.
And order food and stuff.
Yeah. And then directly in front of that are going to be the crew chambers, or the crew headquarters, right? So there's two crew rooms, as well as and then the captain and the co-captain have their own room, which are these four rooms right here. Kind of like a perfect square right in front of the dining room. Now, right in front of that, in the front of the ship, captain, co-captain's chairs, and the steering wheel for the actual ship.
Okay.
Now, below that, which is where y'all are getting led to now by our good, disappointing friend here, he is taking you to the lower, or the very bottom deck, which is where the customer rooms are. Now, it's pretty much just like I said. In simple terms, the bottom deck, or the lowest deck, it's pretty much all rooms. It's basically like the quote-unquote hotel wing of the ship, right? So at the very, very, very front is kind of like a customer storage area, kind of like a big storage closet for all the extra shit. And then 6 regular-sized rooms. Each room can fit about 4 people comfortably. And then now, your room, Hisei kind of has like special privileges, and you could tell as soon as this guy leads you downstairs, all the way downstairs into the very back room, you can tell Hisei had pulled some strings to get you guys like a nicer spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
We
so
got like
yeah.
the penthouse.
So that would be not like basically. So you're fitting obviously you four and Hisei
Cool.
in a room. So if you remember, each of these rooms can fit 4 to 5 people comfortably. You have a room that's about 3 times the size of those rooms, and you're fitting You're fitting 5 people. No problem. So, and that's located at the back of the ship on the very bottom deck. And
You could turn into a bear,
oh yeah.
and then people be like, "How did a bear get on the airship?" It'll be great. Yeah.
And if everyone
Throw me out of there.
and
Slay you.
You just kill him. He's like, well, that's a mistake.
Jesus, why is there a bear on here? Oh, God.
I'm not the
Turn
best.
into a kitten.
I'm not the best describer, but I will make sure that I post my beautiful drawing on our Patreon page, so that if you do choose to look at it, or possibly even on the website, or I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'll post those pictures somewhere so that if you would like to look at the pictures and kind of understand what is going on and what everything looks like, you'll be able to look there. So anyway, so you're being led to that back room, and the guy he opens the door to your room, and he kind of nods to him and says, "Thank you very much, sir." And he walks into the room, and inside the room, fully furnished. In this room, especially well.
Oh yeah. Mini bar.
How many beds?
No mini bar, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay. We passed the bar, right?
Huh?
We passed the bar.
Yes, that'd be on the lower deck. So, but yeah, you guys each have your own bed. It is spacious. It's nice. It's a good setup. All right. Now, Juniper, we are speaking together. You're speaking with the Hobbit still, or the Hobbit. God damn it, the Halfling still on the top deck.
Yeah. So, yeah, the last thing he said is that he as soon as I mentioned my family, he shifted a little bit in his personality and started becoming more attentive. What does he say after
You only noticed because you're so perceptive. You just noticed that his attention became a little more focused. He didn't say anything.
Okay.
But at the mention, you just mentioned your family as a whole, correct? Or did you mention? So you noticed he paid a little more attention.
Okay. Gotcha.
You had his attention already, but after that, he was like, huh.
And then I say, but at the same time, that's also why I took up adventuring. Is because I was able to create my own family.
Beautiful.
And then I met these fucking losers.
Yeah. And then I got stuck into this bullshit. No.
Says, I had a family of my own once adventuring,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen them in a very long time.
Bet you have some amazing stories to tell, Morocco.
I have a lot of stories to tell you.
Strap in.
He says, "Oh, of course. Being someone of my skill set, oh boy, I have some fun ones. Maybe we can catch up later on."
Okay. Yeah. Certainly. I don't want to take up too much of your time here.
He says, "Maybe we can catch up over some drinks later on in the evening."
Oh, that would be fantastic.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and find my room. I'll catch up with you later. We'll see each other around the ship.
Okay, sounds good. I look forward to it.
And he walks off he walks downstairs to the lower deck.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to do this weird thing where like we
You're
say
walking,
goodbye and then I'm
yeah,
walking
shit.
right next to him the entire time. So I'm gonna wait until I don't see him anymore.
There you go.
Because then at that point, if I do pass him again, I've already said goodbye. I don't need to say hi again.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought
Avoiding
so.
the awkward
Oh.
conversation.
Oh, 100%. So I wait for him to go, and then I go ahead and head downstairs. Is it easy for me to find the room, or?
Yeah, it's okay. It's not too big of a ship.
It's on the. Is it on the ticket? What room number it is?
No, because so Hisei had gotten something chained, but if you general knowledge of airships, you would know that passenger airship wise, like bottom deck.
Yeah.
And I believe once you got down to the very bottom deck, you would probably see, maybe the doors open, maybe see Naria, or I don't know, somebody's probably, you'd find it.
Just in his vain mindset, though, as soon as he goes downstairs, Juniper sees the one large room, and he's like, "That's where we're staying." And so, and so I go ahead and walk into the bedroom.
Okay, sure.
Or the airship room.
Yeah.
Cool.
And as soon as I do that, who all is in here? Is that everybody?
I think everybody's in
Oh,
there.
okay. So as soon as I walk in, I go, okay, so, I was doing some, just mingling with one of the passengers, one of the halfling. You guys might have seen me talking to him. And, the conversation was going well, and I asked him his name. His name is fucking Nuraku.
I'll jump up.
Why don't you guys roll a history check? Okay. Everybody.
3.
Killing it. 10.
11.
Huh.
Roll angry. I'm scared. Mostly scared.
Yeah. We were frightened. We all went.
One of us went, "Meow," and it wasn't
Even
Naria.
I'm confused.
Knowing that, assuming you had given them the info that this man was a halfling too, correct?
Yeah, I said that.
Age and everything like that. Who had the highest roll? 11, right?
Yep.
Damn.
I got it.
Okay. Yunaria, you've read quite amount, I would say, right?
Yeah.
You've read about tales of a halfling named Nuraku. Pretty not like famous assassin,
Okay.
but you've read about the man before.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's just an assassin of some sort. Is as much as I know.
You've read tales of his of some of his very badass deeds. Specifically,
all written by himself.
Books.
Only he knows about it.
actually written by Henry. Specifically, the time that he had taken out a whole ship and its crew by releasing 2 monsters that were below deck and released them on top of the evil crew. And him and his party, after the monsters had, he'd snuck aboard, released the monsters, they killed the whole crew of bad people.
Okay.
That he used to work for.
That he used to work for.
That he had quit.
And
that
then,
day.
yeah. And then he had left all in the nighttime.
Yeah.
And then him and his adventuring party came back and finished off the monsters and took the booty.
Barely had
Took
Yes.
barely anything to do.
Okay.
So you, basically,
Alright.
you know of that
Right.
that deed specifically.
Okay.
But you know that very witty and amazing at disguises.
Okay.
But you've heard of this adventure before.
Okay.
Lucky as fuck.
So I'll say something to that sort. I'll say, he's a very impressive assassin, skilled in disguise, and, well, killing, probably.
Yeah. I like that description. You guys are getting real good at your description.
Trying.
So
Well, I guess I'll sit down then because I'm like, it's not the demon, so or
Yeah.
the devil. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Thank
yeah,
goodness.
as soon as I hear that, I sighed deep. I was like, okay, seriously, guys, I was freaking the fuck out.
You got me for a second.
Like, it really, it took me for a loop, but I started talking to him a little bit just to, you know, I don't know, try to pull some information. I didn't know that it wasn't Arnarok.
Yeah.
He's
you
still
know what
an
I mean?
assassin, though, so...
Yeah, he's still...
Keep an eye out, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, yeah, he's going to the town after we go to the Mage Mar, or the outpost. He's going up north to Silverwood. He deals in silver and gems, and he says that his family was incredibly wealthy.
That's interesting. I met another assassin as well. Heading to the same place with some secretive motives.
You know, I'm very interested in why so many people are going to the outpost.
Yeah,
Hold
a
on.
lot of assassins.
Let me correct you real quick, Valmore. Bazar is going to the outpost.
Which is located in Midway.
Yes.
Yes.
Only one person is going to the outpost, besides us.
Yes.
Oh, he's just going
Naraku is going to
Naraku's just
Silver
going.
Rock. He's
Well,
just-
no, he's going to the
No,
he's
he's
going
not.
to the outpost first,
Oh.
and
Just-
then
No, everyone's going to the outpost first.
Well,
Okay.
but he's not getting off on the ship.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's-
okay.
Yeah, he's staying on the
Oh,
ship.
okay, gotcha.
He's next stop.
Valmore said Bazar was going to Silver Rod too. He's not. Bazar is going to
Right.
Mage Marsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or he's going to the outpost for
Yeah.
unknown reason. I just had to correct.
That's fine. But yeah, later on tonight, I'm meeting up with him for drinks. I mean, I feel much better knowing that he's an impressive assassin than you know being like the over like the king of the devils. You know what I mean? Like, but so, anything you guys are. I'm trying to think of questions to ask him and how it could help our situation out.
Not unless we could bring him with us.
Yeah, we're going to go
Hey,
stop them at
that-
the bones, right?
Yeah. He's off somewhere else.
If it's going to Silver Rod, that's a huge detour. If the ship's not sticking around, he's not going to want to wait for that. What's the chances of another ship going from here to Silver Rod? Probably not pretty high.
Yeah.
I don't think him.
Well, and also too, we still don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
Like I don't think necessarily we
But if
want
he's
to.
rich, it's good to make friends with him now.
Very true.
Especially-
Well, not only that, but he also, you know, things got kind of personal there for a second, and I had mentioned my family, and he had mentioned that he was really missing adventuring with his adventuring family.
Yeah.
So it's all up in the air at this point, but when we go out for drinks later, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely, because he can get into Silver Rod, which I'm assuming is probably not a common thing for a non-dwarf to be able to get into Silver Rod and do
Absolutely.
business.
You're
So
really right.
yeah, so we should probably just make friends with him, just because it's a good connection to have. Drinks.
Everybody, it has been about 2 hours on the ship.
Okay.
Everybody needs to roll a perception.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I got a 16.
14.
13.
What did you get?
11.
Okay. Outside of your door, you can hear kind of a commotion between some of the waiters. It's not really like a scuffle. It is it's like
Some yelling, maybe?
all
More like a stabbing.
It's like all
That would be
hands.
yelling.
It's kind of like an all hands on the upper deck.
Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
Uh-huh.
But
Do we hear like those words all
the,
hands?
the
upper
only
deck?
person who specifically hears
Oh.
what is said is, sorry, Yunari got the highest, right?
Yeah.
Everybody kind of hears something. What did you get? Kevin?
I got a
You got, like,
fucking 13.
14.
I just hear.
And you got a 16, right? Yeah. You guys kind of know, you hear something about the employees needing to go to the upper deck. Because, you just heard the employees upper deck accident. You heard every word.
Okay.
Juniper kind of heard something around the same extent as what Gavin and Valmore heard.
Okay.
So something's happening on the upper deck.
Did you guys hear that? There's an accident on the upper deck.
Well, like somebody spilled some wine.
Well, hopefully something worse. It sounds like everybody's heading up there.
I don't hope it's worse.
Hope is possible.
Whoops.
Be a lot of wine.
Look, I saw some white rugs out there. That would be a shame if those were ruined.
Go make sure it's not a Go drink any
What is
spilled
your
wine.
plan?
Do we want to go check it out? Yeah.
I think we should.
What else?
Yeah, we're not doing
Nothing else.
anything.
Let's go.
We're like, we've been kicking it back,
Yeah.
chilling in this room,
Yeah.
hanging out. Let's go.
And he kind of sits up and then he's just like doesn't concern him. He lays back down.
Yeah.
As you guys walk out the front of your room door, the man that had escorted you down and showed you your room, he says, "Please return to your room. You don't need to get involved with this."
Yeah, I'm just going to the bar.
Says, "Oh, okay." And
Thanks,
real
uninterested guy.
Are y'all gonna do the same? Wow,
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
we're
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just going to get some alcohol, thanks.
Cool. I love
We
wine.
go straight upstairs.
Yeah. So you guys as you guys make your way up the stairs, and you notice the ship's kind of on autopilot.
Okay.
Whatever happened deserves the attention of the captain and the co-captain.
I go play with the wheel.
There's some kind of barrier there.
Okay.
Just for future reference. As you guys walk up to the top deck, all of the staff is up there, as well as a couple of our adventurers.
Are they on like
They're kind of scattered around.
Oh, okay. So they're not like all grouped around something.
They absolutely are.
Okay.
Now, what they're grouped around, right around on the top deck, kind of close to that center pole. Right around there. Not the pole, but the pole that leads up to the sail, right? Or not the sail, but the mast. God damn it, I don't know what it's called. There is a body.
Oh.
And the body appears to be of one of the employees.
Oh. Is it one of the little goblins?
No, it is not.
Oh, thank God.
It is one of the waitresses.
Oh, is it one of the pretty ones?
Hold up. Let me double
That's what
check.
matters.
I thought he was going to say they were all pretty.
No, I have a couple specifically written as.
If you
Only
sure
that were nice.
Here, let me write my.
I was hoping they were all pretty.
Let me read
on the
my
inside.
notes for this one.
Okay.
Because it's funny. This is a human woman. She looks to be about 36 years old.
Specific, okay.
Now, here,
Good age.
here's the kicker right here. Here's my notes for her. Super dumb. Now, you can take
Okay.
this two ways.
Does she appear super dumb?
Well, she appears dead.
Got you there.
Yeah, okay. On to that one.
Don't get much dumber than that.
No. So she is dead, and her body is laying lifeless on the ground,
I'm going to take that to mean she was pretty.
crowded. And see, and that's what I was getting at. She is either very dumb, super hot, or very dumb,
And super hot.
hideously ugly.
Oh.
Oh, wow. At that point,
So
she'll
you
be
can
better
use
off.
your imagination there.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm going to go with it's a great tragedy.
and she's
There you
wearing that, that normal waitress's like dress outfit.
Yeah.
Not the same dress that elven lady walked on board with. It's like she's a waitress,
Okay.
judging by her dress or skirt kind of deal, right? It's not a sexy skirt or anything.
Yeah.
It's just anyway, so she is lying there lifeless. She died. It's a mess. Her body is like mostly intact.
Okay.
But this was a brutal kill.
Okay.
And everybody is crowded right around her, and everyone is gasping and oh my goodness.
I was gonna guess that she like fell off like the bird's nest up there, but no, that's not what happened.
And you see a couple of the, just random waiter. He goes and he pukes over the edge of the airship.
Oh snap!
Is there anyone actively trying to
Yeah,
take care of the situation, like investigate or anything?
Hopefully
Like
the
who's in
captain.
charge? Like yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now you have the captain is taking charge.
Yeah.
Next
so adorable.
Next to the captain, though, is someone you have not seen just yet. He is a dwarven man, actually. Pretty short in stature, and the captain is kind of, he's telling everyone, all right, everybody, you need to get back now, and we'll need to. And then he's talking to the co-captains right there as well. But the dwarven man, he's kind of wearing he's not dressed like normal dwarven men are. He's almost dressed in like a I don't want to say like not a tuxedo, but he's dressed like pretty nice, almost in like a fedora too. Very odd dress for a dwarf. And you can tell he's kind of like investigating the little crime going on here.
I like this guy.
And
I was already thinking about getting me a fedora. This guy's already fucking 5 steps ahead of me.
Head of the game.
I didn't even know where I could get one. He's already got one.
All right.
that's where you go. Does it look like?
No, I don't want to take his.
Can I? Well, I guess they're kind of pushing
Your
everybody
move.
away. But I do want to like look and see if there's any like wounds on the body or.
And so, as we'll start off with Juniper since he made the first move here. So as Juniper kind of starts to approach, the dwarven man looks up and he approaches you and he goes, I'm gonna need you to step back, okay? And he's kind of like pushing back. Not pushing you, like he's not putting his hands on you, but he's like,
No.
very interesting accent for a dwarf, though. It's not like that grumbly.
Yeah.
He's got still at 20.
Yeah, he does.
Are they like?
Was that to me?
That was to
Yeah.
Yunari.
Oh.
I think I said Juniper.
Yeah,
on
you did.
accident.
That's
Oh,
how.
okay. Yeah.
My bad. Because Yunari went to investigate the body. So.
All right. Can I see the body anyway? Or is he in the
but
way?
you're not going to get close enough to really.
Okay, really inspect
Unless you
it.
try and. It's,
Captain
I'm
Invisible.
not gonna do that. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Captain
well,
Invisible.
right
He
now.
goes, I'm going to need you to go back to your rooms, okay?
Well, what happened?
Says, that's our business, but you're going to be safe. Just go ahead and get back on into your room, okay?
Yeah, fine.
No, it's iced tea.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what's up.
Oh.
All right.
Anyone else?
I won't actually go back to my room, but I will say that I am.
Actually, I would like to. Is there a restroom somewhere, or like a bathroom,
Nah,
or
just
any?
shit in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay. So I'm gonna scan the room, find it.
Sure. You're on the top deck, so it'd kind of be up where that like deck is in the back, right? So kind of behind you.
And what I'm gonna do is when I go into the bathroom, am I the only person in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
Sure.
I got a world building question.
Sure.
The ranger,
Sure.
technically kind of like a game warden, right? Do I got some kind of like I could be like, yo, I'm a ranger. What's going on? Like, I'm also like a law enforcement officer, just of
the
woods.
forest.
Yeah.
Out of Deadwood.
I'm just like, is that, or is it just like ranger is a class, and that'd be like me going, I'm a fucking mage. Tell me.
No, I would actually say, depending on how you go about it and who you're speaking to, you could probably get away with it.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
while you're
I think you
disguising
could.
yourself, I'm gonna slowly walk up to the scene, kind of like approach the dwarf, and be like, yeah, ranger from the Kingswood. What happened?
Says,
I'm just giving him like I'm not like crossing any kind of line, or I'm just like
I know,
curious.
I don't know,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like, oh shit, what happened? You know.
says, one of our employees here got, looks like they were brutally murdered somehow. We're trying to figure that out right now. I don't really know how they were killed just yet, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
I mean, dun dun. Well, before I'm gonna go, yeah, well, if you need me, I'll be in the big room downstairs, and I'll start like going with I guess because they're trying to get people away.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to distance myself then, if I can.
Sort of, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Cool. Juniper.
Yeah, I wanted to just put our name out there, and then I'll clear the way for the disguise.
Okay, so I'm debating what I want to disguise as, because if I disguise as just like a waitress or a waiter, they're not gonna. Who gives a fuck, right?
Or it might be small enough staff where they might be like,
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about as well. So the other idea I have is to disguise myself as like a doctor or somebody, a passenger who was on the ship, because they're not going to know every single person who was on the ship and what their profession was.
I bet you could
they
just
didn't
dress
ask
up as
us our professions.
Yeah.
That's true.
And if I go up and I'm like, hey, I'm a doctor, what happened here? I can help.
I think a
with
doctor
this.
would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
think
like,
that's a
medical,
yeah.
So
Better
I'm-
than staff, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna use disguise self. I'm going to make myself, because I'm a human, so I'm like 5'5", but I want to make myself a little taller. So I'm gonna grow like 3 inches. Also, to I'm going to gain some weight and kind of have like a a Dr. Beer belly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You got the big
And-
like glass thing on your head.
Mhm.
Like
Yep. And I'm going to wear it's I'm just kind of wearing like pants, like
Yeah.
just like pants.
Yeah.
They're nicer
I'm wearing
pants,
board
Yeah,
shorts
yeah.
and fucking
but they're not
sandals
like
from
super
on vacation.
expensive,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have like a vest on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So that'll be my disguise. I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
Do I see anybody? Do I see
see,
Gavin or?
Gavin already walked downstairs. United, I believe, walked downstairs.
I am still
Or
nearby.
Okay, United is nearby.
I'm still
Where's
looking.
Valmore?
I'm still there looking.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm actually, if he's still looking, then I'm gonna walk up to Valmore, and I'm gonna say, "Good day to you, sir."
Wait.
You don't know who it is.
Right. Can I help you?
Hey, it's me. It's Juniper.
How are you? So good at that.
I hear them DM perception checks getting rolled.
Now you just gotta force your way through, push people out of the way,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm the doctor.
I'm like, I don't know why I'm so interested in this dead girl, but there's nothing else to do right now, so I disguise myself as a doctor. I'm gonna go in and see if I can get a better look.
But do you actually have any medicine
Skills.
skills?
You're gonna get that and be like, hey,
Just in
she's dead.
case they ask, can you help us?
I have a +3, so
plus
hopefully.
Yeah.
They're like loudly whispering as 12 people stare at them.
Yeah.
+3s and shit. What?
Well, she looks dead anyways, right? So,
Yeah.
Give it a good go. Yeah.
Sure. So I walk over to the crowd of people and I go,
Yeah.
excuse me, push aside, doctor coming
And
through,
then
doctor coming through.
You immediately see the guy, he's going, hey, get out of the way, everybody. We got a doctor coming.
So
That's right.
You can tell he didn't even see you. He just hear doctor. And
wow.
Get that doctor over here.
all right. So,
You might be able to doctor this dead lady.
Are
So-
you saying that you're a doctor?
yes. Yes, I am.
You
Yes.
mean a doctor
Wow.
like you can help heal people?
Well, yes, that is one thing that I do specialize in. But specifically, I mainly work with autopsies, and so...
You mean an autopsy like a dead body?
Oh, yes, like a dead body. I know that you said you had a dead body over here, and that's exactly why I am here.
You mean here like you're about to do an
Oh, no. I mean here as in the reason why I'm standing right in front of you talking about this.
All right, Mr. Doctor.
Please call me Dr. Jim.
Dr. Pepper.
All right, Dr. Jim.
Thank you. By calling me by my proper title.
One of our employees here is found dead about 5 minutes ago.
Okay, so I'm...
Causes
That was when you started your sentence.
Bum, bum.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so I would like to go over...
Everybody, perception check.
Oh, including me because I'm downstairs.
Everybody.
Oh, 90-20.
Gavin with advantage.
Damn it. I got a 6.
Oh, I got a crit fail.
No.
I
in
got
my
a
disguise.
20.
It's not good.
Advantage?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Let me
I'll
see.
reverse it with my name.
22. What'd you get? You know you're with a 6. Juniper, crit fail. Valmore, 920. Valmore
Dun,
and
dun.
Valmore and Gavin. You, Gavin, very clearly. Valmore, your wood elf ears pick up
I am
a
totally.
sound
Oh, boy, I thought
from
you.
the lower deck,
I know.
Uh-huh.
and you hear a muffled.
Oh.
No, I
Whoa.
rush to the sound as soon as I hear.
You do.
That's
Um,
I Tom Cruise run.
And you're not the only people who hear that. Juniper doesn't notice. He's trying to
He's busy.
detect the. He's trying to. You're examining the body. You're playing your role very well. I'm not going to have anything bad happen to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
And I.
Your fake mustache slips and you just real quickly push it back on. Nobody sees it.
And the dwarf, the only reason he knows something is because the captain heard something.
Oh, he's alert to so he sees the captain. Oh shit.
As well as the co-captain.
Oh damn.
And
These goblins.
they're like, you hear them both, and they both of them come at the same time. Oh no!
How polite.
Oh no.
Like, someone's been attacked downstairs.
Jesus.
And so the captain, the captain. I'm gonna go investigate. Are there any adventurers that can come with? Please, anybody.
I'll volunteer.
And he's going, come with me, please. And then you hear the dwarf. You guys go ahead and go with him. And yeah. Now,
continue.
Gavin, you quickly run towards the sound. You are sprinting as quickly as you can.
Anime
With
running.
your ranger ears doing the Naruto run, you swing the door open to the engine room. Now behind the door, you kind of see the you've ever seen one of these magic powered engines.
Oh hell no!
before?
I'm a tree motherfucker.
But
So
it's
this
a-
is all
it's-
magic nonsense.
It's a fairly big device. Now behind said device, you see the fresh blood of a... Sorry. You see the fresh blood of a Gnomeblin raining onto the floor. And he
I grab him and
is
I don't grab him.
freshly killed. And as you walk over and pick up his lifeless body...
No, don't. I was joking about that.
Okay.
I don't actually pick him up.
As you walk over and glance at his lifeless body, you see something very, very disturbing.
Is it a dead body?
A dead body? No. Well, yeah, yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
But also...
But, so out of this, once again, this death was brutal. It wasn't a quick stab in the throat or slice or... His bones are crushed and he's got gashes.
Probably that's freaking half orc.
Gashes kind of in multiple spots
away.
over his body. His foot is completely turned the other way like it was twisted. And there are maggots all over his body.
How long has he been dead for?
Fresh kill.
Maggots all.
And examining the body,
Yes.
this sense of just disgust fills your whole fucking like soul. And, with that, body number 2, we are going to end tonight right there.
Nice.
Scary.
Yes.
I'm gonna find this
So
motherfucker.
many dead people.
Why the maggots?
That will kill.
Necromancer.
Oh, that makes sense. It all
Some
makes
kind of
sense
decay magic or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Or he just flings bugs on him as he runs
now.
away.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody.
Thanks.
Once again, to our Fall Ball Podcast.
Love that pumpkin spice.
That's right.
But
It's pretty
for
good.
real
It's
though,
all right.
thank you so much, everybody, for listening. We get excited pretty much every time we see a new state, a new download, a new state,
It's cool
a
to
new
see.
comment, a new fucking 5-star review. Anything, we get super stoked.
I like seeing the non-5-star reviews too.
We like seeing-
not as much as those 5 stars, but criticism, I'll take it.
Literally anything we see that shows, hey, we're here, we're listening, and we love you guys. We love you too. We
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
that shit.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you would like to support us beyond just listening and 5-starring and all that, please check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/Dungeon Junkies. We are beginning to do a lot of different stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying to come up with new stuff to add onto there. That is where you can directly help us with funds that, well, they make us able to continue to do this for free and, well, at cost to us. We're always going to do this, of course, but we could use new equipment. We obviously have to pay the surcharges for all of everything. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you want to check us out in between episodes, if you like hearing what our stupid faces have to say, you can always find us on Twitter at Dungeon Junkie. We got all our personal Twitters. You can find them there. I'm not gonna list out a bunch of names, but yeah, we're all there, and we're getting active, getting better.
Yeah.
Always having fun.
Check us out.
Love hearing back from you people.
Oh,
And
definitely.
yeah, I mean you people.
And I also like to hear from you people. Good old iTunes reviews, 5 stars. Give us those 5 stars. It looks great and it feels great. And if you have any negative feedback, you can always just email us. That sounds cool too.
We'll check it, I promise.
We always check it.
We always do.
We don't.
Either way.
But we will. We will if you send us mean things.
Yeah.
We'll read them.
Yep.
Mighty
We'll
can
hate
leave 'em
ourselves
on air.
forever.
And you can also check us out on www.dungeonjunkies.com, where you can always stream and download the latest episodes for both Dungeon Junkies as well as the side project Monsters Under the Bed.
Yep.
Go and check that out. I
It
know
is
that. Yes, they are doing a fantastic job, and they put a lot of research and everything into it.
Well,
So.
I'm excited for the next episode.
Yeah, you guys
a
are
lot
being
of
real
fun.
scholarly.
Yeah,
Mm.
we are.
What a compliment.
Pretty,
More so Alex and Henry than me.
yeah, that's what I was just looking at them. But I was like,
Dang. Really nice. And with that,
And we're gonna
you have something-
we're gonna end
Do you have
that on a
something to say?
shitty note.
what? No, just that, love or hate, you're giving us a shot, and we appreciate that. Love that very much. I never say shit here, and I listen to the podcast, and I appreciate all of you doing the same.
Now you can
Silent
love
love.
yourself.
Now I gotta listen to myself,
That's
which
ranting.
I'm used to it
Thank
now.
you so much, everybody.
Hold on, wait.
Love you,
Whatever.
Love you, bye.
next week.
Bye.
Mm.
Fuck all y'all.
Hell's in.